Hello guys, it's me Aarohan from Nepal, and for my final project of CS50P, I've decided to create an audio visualizer. So the way my audio visualizer works is pretty simple. It takes an audio file and converts it into a bunch of numbers, and the visualizer just does some math to make use of those numbers and create an engaging visualizer. So for this, we are going to be using Python's web library as well as the NumPy library. First, we are going to open the audio file using the web library. Then we are converting a part of that audio or a chunk of that audio into an array of integers. Now the higher the value of the number at a particular point, that means the more the amplitude of the music, which generally means that the music is louder at that point. And this is a good way to make a very basic visualizer. So the louder the music, the more impactful the visualizer is going to look. So we're just going to pass this data to our visualizers, which are just going to react to it. So let me just show you a couple of those. First, it's going to ask you if you want access to experimental visualizers as well. This is because the project is actually based on two fundamental visualizers and all the other ones are just derived on top of them. So I'm just going to say no for the time being. And as you can see, the line and the circle are the two fundamental visualizers I was talking about. And let me just go with the line. We can pick any color we want, and the sensitivity just means how reactive your visualizer is going to be. So I'm just going to leave it in the middle at 2. So what did you think of that? I thought that was pretty cool though. So the way it works, the line visualizer is actually pretty clever. So it just takes the data. So data, as I said earlier, is just a bunch of numbers for a particular chunk of that music. So in my case, the chunk is 1024 frames of that music, and it just loops through each of that data point, and for each data point it just draws a line, a very small line. So the x value, the x coordinate of those lines is pretty simple but the y coordinate is what actually makes use of the data. It just jumps up and down, so it looks very cool. Similarly, let's just try out the circle visualizer while we have time for it. Let's just go with a blue, and again I'm just going to leave it at 2. Now the circle is very interesting. I don't know if I can explain it well in a short period of time, but it just basically makes a lot of small circles, and each of those small circles, they just react according to what data point they are representing. So when a lot of very small circles are drawn, and each of them react to the music, it just looks like a very big circle is just reacting to the music. That's the gist of it. And I also have a bunch of other visualizers that you can check out. Thanks for watching. Peace.